everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to talk to you guys about the new moon energy that is coming July 31st, 2019. It's in the sign of Leo, and they are calling this the new super black moon. I guess it's called the black moon because it's the second moon in the month, and it's a super moon just because of how close it is to the earth. So that doesn't really change the name doesn't change anything to the energy that we're going to be feeling or the way things are going to be playing out, but I do like to know and hear that kind of stuff. So when I found that out, I thought that was pretty interesting. So obviously new moons, we always hear new moons are new beginnings, and so that is another truth with this new moon. New energy is coming, and I feel like that's like the broken record, right? I feel like we keep hearing that every new moon, and it's kind of like, okay, but what's different? Well, the difference with this new beginning energy is that it actually is going to feel different, and all the research and everything that I'm hearing and the messages that I'm receiving about this new moon is that it's kind of like we have, so I feel like last month was really like harsh, and like this last few weeks, kind of from the full moon to this new moon, I feel like it's been heavy energy, right? So the newness of this energy is going to be lighter. Doesn't mean that things are over, that, you know, we are done and get to take our hands off the steering wheel, and that we are, you know, just going to be sitting back and relaxing. That's not what's going to happen. But it does mean that with the way that all the different planets are lined up, and the way and the signs that this moon comes in, because Leo, as you guys know, is the sign of like happiness and children and relationships and love. And so it's kind of that time of like we are kind of finishing that chapter. I don't know what we want to call it, finishing that leg of the run. I kind of almost feel like when I'm thinking about it and I'm visualizing it, it's kind of like we've been on this marathon, and just like we were talking about last new moon, is that we're going to this new change, right? And this is the end of the end of the 6 months that ends the end of 2018, which ends this 10-year period. So 2020 is going to be this whole new level, this whole new system, right? So we're, like I said, we're already on our way, we're already there, we're already doing stuff, but this is going to change things that we have been stuck in for the last 10 years, problems or issues that really we have not fixed, that we need to fix. And so with Leo being the sign, it's a really good signal that it's something that has to do with relationships, something that has to do with money, something that has to do with self-worth, since all that's really tied in, kind of, they're all kind of tied in together. So for some people it might be all three, some people might be heavy in one area versus another, but they're all in those general themes for people. And I've been, just as like a friend and a loved one, and I've been listening to everybody's stories of what's been going on with them, and it all plays out in different like things within their life, but all in those themes, right? So the last new moon leading up till now, really people have been like, oh, I just feel like I just need this change, and I'm just ready for things to get better, and but they've been working really hard to like make the changes in their life, and I feel like now we're gonna get to this new moon, and we're gonna feel this lightness, the lightness of the energy of this moon, and we're going to be inspired to make those changes and to actually like get things done and to do things a different way and to change the way that we're creating and attracting things into our life. Because for so long we have been, doing things a way that really wasn't serving us, and now we're done, we're tired. And these last 2 weeks that we felt heavy, and everybody's been like, oh, I just want to take a nap and I just want to get out of the chaos, right? That is really preparing us for that lightness to feel profound. So once we get to that lightness, we're going to be like, I can run this last stretch of the marathon because that felt super heavy. I feel good right now. I can do this. That doesn't mean that you sit down and you watch everybody else run the race. It means that you start sprinting and you just get it done, and whatever that means for you. If it's in relationships where there might be something that brings up, I know that I hear that like Mars is sort of close during this time of this new moon, so it's kind of like people say that Mars usually is like, if it's relationships that you're working on, it's like you have a big blow up with someone, right? And then the blow up, yeah, it sucks, it's scary or whatever, but that has to happen for you guys to come together and kind of like make things better and make things, because if not, you guys would have just stayed over here and thinking this way and thinking this way. But the blow up was like, and then you're like, oh, okay, come on, we gotta fix this, we've got to fix this, right? So it's kind of like that. So I guess my advice and like the way that I look at it and the things that I've been like receiving about it is like, take a breath. When something happens that you know is against what you want to create, what you desire, what feels good, then go ahead, take that breath and say, guess what? This is the positive. The positive is that now I can do it. Now, from this, I can do it better. Now I'm going to change the way I react. I'm changing the way that I respond because I am the new me. Because like I said, you're at the airport, you're already on the vacation, you're the new you now. So stand up to that, rise to that, and don't let any of the explosions that are meant to mend things draw you back. Know that they're just to push you that much further. So it's not a scary time. Don't worry. And you might not even have, like, you never even know, because like I always used to get worried when I'd watch videos like this and I'd be like, oh my god, something big's gonna happen in my relationships or my finances or my self-worth. I don't know if I can handle something. I just want to go to sleep and sleep through this and not have something bad happen. But really, I'll tell you this, 2 years ago when some of this energy was floating up and I had a really bad falling out with some of my closest relationships, I look back now, I mean, it was hard to go through. It was the hardest thing I ever went through in my life, but looking back now, I wouldn't take it back, because that break made me a stronger, healthier person and made me put boundaries and find the real relationships in my life. And if I would have never had that explosion of circumstances in my life, I don't think that I would be the amazing, wonderful, happy, joyful, like better me that I am right now. I'm the best version of me that I've ever been, and I am just so thankful that my soul led me through that. And it was hard. There was treacherous times, but that doesn't mean that it's going to be treacherous for you, because it's not always treacherous for some people. Some people, it's walking and stumbling over a pebble. And then some people, it's walking and stumbling over Mount Everest. So, it's just up to where you are at. So just know that there's going to be some lightness, some release, some good, but it's going to make you feel like Superwoman or Superman, that you can just keep going, because you've been bogged down, like this energy of this feeling heavy, and you kept going through this time. So lightness, I can keep going, right? I can run now. So that's all I really have. And I just have this really inspired thought to tell you guys that maybe if it's something you're into, look into, meditating with crystals, or doing some affirmation work with crystals or whatever it is for you. One of my favorite gals on YouTube, she pulled 2 cards of crystals back to back, and it just keeps coming to me, and it came to me now to like say something, and like I'm just inspired to tell you guys that crystals are here to help you. So you can do affirmation work with them, you can meditate with them, find what works good for you, but go out there and look for some beautiful crystals, because they really do have a lot of healing and beautiful energy that can really make you feel light and make you feel good. All right, well, I hope wherever this meets you, that it meets you in a good spot, and I hope you have a wonderful, good new moon, and I hope this really helped you, because all of the information that I learned and that I received really did help me and made me feel inspired for this new moon. All right, take care, bye.